So what would be amazing is we are on the last day of the Breathe Challenge. Hey, Monique, this has all been about breaking through limitations, stepping into your next level of income, impact, influence, and the breath being the vehicle. And today you're going to understand why breath is the vehicle. You have experienced a little bit during this week of just how fast everything can change with one breath, and how your breath can take you into these beautiful states of altered consciousness, where when we're shifting consciousness, we're shifting possibility, we're shifting our feelings. We're going to talk about feelings today because they're at the root of everything. I was thinking yesterday, the universe doesn't respond to logic. It doesn't respond even to our words. It responds to our reactions and our feelings all the time. So you can't trick the universe. You're looking to manifest. You might be using affirmations. You might be trying to have a positive way of being. But if your insides, if your internal coherence is just, fear, scarcity, panic, dread, depressed, that's what we call back in. It's all coming back to us from us. And so we really have to do that work within, right, to find our own internal coherence, our good feelings. And we looked on the second day, on Tuesday, Wednesday, wherever you are in the world, how there are ways in these breathwork journeys to elevate good feelings, really elevate your good feelings. Use little tricks with your body, with your breath, with your focus, the guided imagery. Again, the subconscious mind, we learned yesterday, it responds to images, colors, sounds, very specific detail. So our subconscious can either guide us towards or away from our dream life. And it is unconscious. It is those micro reactions. And so we want to be on the inside, walking strongly in the direction of our dreams. And by integrating breath work every single day, we get to be in the energy of everything that we want. We get to breathe, see it, feel it, live it like it's already happening in our energy, and then call that in. And what we do in a breathwork journey, which I love, is the idea that we breathe all of this up and we let it go, because there is a secret pact that you have with the universe, and that is that you cannot be attached. You cannot be attached to your vision, how it arrives to you, whether it arrives to you. You have to understand that piece and know that it could happen in an infinite number of ways. And through your conditioning, through your reality tunnel, like we talked about on day one, you might hook yourself on a way that something has to be. And it isn't the fast route. It isn't the most exciting route, but it settles your fears. So I would love, like I say, when we go into this breathwork journey, I'd love cameras on, because when I can see your cameras on, I can personalize to you. I can personalize where you are in your breath holds. If I can't see your cameras, I could just leave you to pass out. So Marianne, there she is. I love it. Thank you for putting your camera on. I'm gonna flip over to a quick presentation in a minute before we get into the breath work, and then we'll swing back around after the presentation. But in a breathwork experience, the power of an awakening journey is to set intention. And so I want you to be feeling into, like, what am I here for today? What do I, if I'm gonna squeeze all my Kundalini juju up, all my good stuff, all my good feelings, what am I wanting to get out of this experience? What am I manifesting? What am I discovering? We walked between the worlds on the first day. The trick of the shaman, to walk between the worlds, and it's there in your consciousness to be able to say that the reality that you want is right there, and to be gifted intel almost as to perhaps some of the reasons you might feel blocked, things that are going on, ways you can go forward, symbols, signs. So you can use the breathwork experiences for that too. You might just want to kick back and relax. You might be curious, but feel into your intention and feel into what you want to experience through this breath work. And because of the way that we slow down your breath, your brain waves with the breath, George says, I'm currently in the bath. Oh, oh, oh. George is in England and it's freezing. We're on our way to England next week. And George keeps just scaring the hell out of me, actually, by telling me just how cold it is. And it has been so many years since I was anywhere really, really cold that I think we're going to have the shock of our lives. But my children are so happy because they just want to see snow. So they feel like they've manifested it. They're like, it's snowing, Mummy. We asked for snow and it's snowing. So it's all right, George. So because we slow down your brain waves, we go into the theta alpha state. I can use words to program into your subconscious. So if you want to drop words or imagery or anything into the comments so that I can personalize for you, please feel welcome to do that. And right, I shall jump quickly onto the shared screen just for a moment. Can everybody see the screen? Yeah. So this is me. This is my fam bam. And I call myself a quantum wealth mentor and a soul goal coach. And I guess my journey, it's been a wild journey. And what I've realized is that my whole journey has been about breaking through my own limits and I guess becoming more and more connected with who am I and why am I here and what do I want to do in this world. And the passion I keep finding myself face to face with is the idea of raising the frequency of the planet, helping others to take the same journey that I've taken, which actually is from poverty to abundance. And the things that I've learned along the way and the ways that I've learned to work with the quantum field and, help people to, when I work with my quantum coaches, when I'm teaching my quantum coaches my method, and when I'm coaching my clients, we're always working through a process of 4 stages to really come back, number 1, to your truth. Who are you? Hey, Monique, who are you? Who are you under all the layers of life, all of the experiences? Who are you in your absolute truth? And what does the vision of your life look like unleashed from all of those limitations? And when you get to that beautiful space of truth, even just the glimmers of it, something shifts inside. You suddenly have a willingness to go into the things that you might not have wanted to go into before. You have realizations of the things just like you have this week. Man, that thing's blocking me. That little thought worm there, that's actually blocking me. I had a powerful session with a one-to-one client, and she's actually in just coming up to 18 months of working with me. So she's almost a couple of rings around the full circle we talked about yesterday. And again, another limiting belief has come through. And it's as she's stepping into another level. The interesting thing is that they generally, all of your limiting beliefs always come back to one uncomfortable feeling. And so we can neutralize that feeling through various processes. And you will know you have an emotional home. Where do you go to when you feel fear or you feel cornered? I know mine is a shame place. I go into a shame feeling. My clients was a guilty feeling. And we have to keep working with the feelings that are limiting us. And when we can break free from the association emotionally, we can then get into powerful action. We can take massive action. We feel bolder, we feel braver. Again, onboarded a new client into my accelerator, my mastermind yesterday. And she's just off the one call. She was like, wow, she wanted to stand out. She wanted to be different in her industry, but she didn't feel like she could. She felt small. She felt afraid. She felt the fear of judgment. And even in one session that had started to move, she wanted to be out there. She wanted to be singing her message from the rooftops. So we get into massive action when we change how we feel. And then from there, it's just about maintaining a positive vibration, learning to bend as the wind blows like the trees and not snap. And, keep shifting these reality tunnels, keep growing your perception, expanding your perception, so that nothing can really affect you in life. You become unshakable, you become the creative power. So I guess what I really do is take people from survival mode, which is, this is my reality and I'm gonna grin and bear it, to I'm actually thriving here. I always know that I'm the creative power here, and tools, resources to lean into that power, grow that power, connect to that power. And this is so fun when it comes to working with transformation coaches, light leaders, healers. When you have a business that is here to change the world and you want to put yourself out there. My background is social media marketing. So I've always said, like, I can help you hack that algorithm. I can help you get visible. I can help you. I used to get, there was a running joke in the mastermind that I was in, and everybody used to be like, man, I can't get leads. Oh, it's so hard getting leads. Oh my God, leads is just, and I used to be like, I've got shitloads of leads. I just couldn't close them. I had no sales mastery back then. And I would have hundreds of people and I would never close anything. And now obviously I've mastered my sales process. But everybody used to laugh. They're like, well, I wish I had the other problem. They don't have any trouble closing, but they couldn't get the leads. And so I use what I call a personal story formula to help people to get visible online. But there's no point getting visible if you can't stand in your truth, if you can't stand in your power, if you can't connect to your message, right? You're not going to move anybody. You're not going to shift anybody. You're always going to play small. And money mindset, money frequency, your financial frequency, which is really, I think one of my favorite parts of what I do is shifting that. It's so key. It's so connected to your self-worth. And if you don't shift your financial frequency, even if you make money, you're going to sabotage that. You're going to lose that. You'll have money come in and then suddenly it'll be gone again, right? Because it's coming from you again. The ability to we don't want to hold on to money, but we also don't want to lose money either. Left, right, and center. But it always comes from us. Your abundance matches your financial frequency. So that's me. And this year I launched my new brand, the Millionaire Sha'woman, as I'm stepping fully away from the social media marketing into transformational coaching, really living my own story of deep healing and transformation. I wouldn't be where I am today if I hadn't done the things that I've done and the work that I've done, and now taking all of the training fully into my business and helping people where I know they need the most help. I'm a mum of 3. I'm an ex Muay Thai fighter as well. And I'm also what I call a recovered survivor. So that survival mode, I lived it for a very, very long time. I was drugged and raped in South America in 2004. And it was just one of those moments in life where the wheels stopped turning, and I became fearful of everything, and I became very untrusting of everything as well. But I also didn't do anything about that. I was young, I was a little bit lost. So I just wrapped myself up in life, right? I just put myself into a safe job. I met a really safe man, which I'm still married to, and I love him to pieces, but we're so different, and I was attracted to his safety. And we've struggled in recent years where he's had to learn how to love this girl that doesn't need saving anymore, right? It's like a whole different dynamic in our relationship, which has been fun to navigate. But the rape led to chronic anxiety. So I had chronic anxiety for 14 years. And people ask me a lot, did you use breath work to overcome the anxiety? And the truth is, I could never settle myself enough, and I could never settle my nervous system enough to really get into breath work, which was why when I did discover Soma breath, I was so impressed that it works so well with the parasympathetic nervous system. It's for people whose nervous systems are potentially a little bit damaged and need healing. And so it doesn't. I remember doing my first Wim Hof and I almost passed out. I was like, oh my God, breath work's terrible. I don't ever want to breathe again, right? And because of the chronic anxiety, there was triggers around my breathing too. It was almost like if I focus on my breathing, I might stop. The silly associations that were just making the breath work a really negative experience. But the beauty of the Soma breath is the music. We move as well. When we do we're doing a part full journey today, but if I was to do a full event with you guys, we'd move our bodies, we'd chant, then we'd get into the breath work. It's just such a beautiful, powerful modality that mixes pranayama, other ancient wisdom from your body, the power of sound. The guy I mentioned who is the founder of Soma Breath, the renegade pharmacist, he has done so much research in the UK and Bristol, with Bristol University, into the power of sound and what it does in your mind, how it opens up those dormant parts of your brain, how it creates that alpha theta cross in the brainwave, which is not a natural cross, but it signifies trauma release. It signifies massive releases and enlightenments without any conscious effort at all. And I liked that because, my transformational coaching experience up to that point was, we have to work on this trauma, but the breath work works on you. And when you can bring it in every day, you can start clearing some of this energetic shit from your body. It's a purification ritual. We go into sleep every night. We go into delta brainwave so that we can detoxify, clear the slate, get rid of all the thoughts, do those things. Well, with the breath work, we can do that. We can do that actively, consciously. And with the 7x7 method that I shared with you, you can drop into that 7 minutes, 7 times a day. And the difference that it makes is powerful. I know that there's a few hardcore 7x7 methoders in the Breathe Challenge. And they've been using it for a while and absolutely love it. And I'm excited, actually, at Christmas, we're going to be launching another level in the app where you get to tap into more of the breathworks and things like that. So I always get that question, or I have got that question for the last few months, can you put more in the app? So yes, there's more coming in the app, which is exciting. So that 4-step method, I call it the quantum leap method. Call it the quantum leap because it creates fast results. It creates fast results if you are being coached with that method, or if you're using my method and taking it out to your clients as well. And it really is healing the wounds that come up when you try to step into more income, impact, and influence. And we support the somatic journey, so it's mind and body, because your nervous system, like we talked about, it's got a little plan of its own. You can consciously say, whatever, but your body, until you work those feelings, that trapped memory out of your body, your nervous system's always going to be in control. And we activate this identity shift into all body, all feelings of the avatar of your future self, the future version that is already there within you. And you feel the glimmers of her, right? Chris, her, him, you already feel them, but then your default patterns take you down other little routes of action that are not aligned, and they don't create aligned results either. Gone too far. So feelings. We really want to know that whatever you're feeling in the moment, I love these little pictures, that's what's manifesting. And so much of this is unconscious. Especially the pace of life, you think about your day yesterday. How many times did you pause and check in on yourself? Scan, where are my emotions at? How am I feeling? And how much is your mental space filled with a to-do list? I've got to do this, I've got to do this, I've got to get here, I've got to go there. And how much of all of that outside of yourself is by obligation, by responsibility that you feel through loyalty, instead of from a place of truth? We could check in 100 times a day and say, actually, is what I'm doing right now, is this fully aligned in my truth? And I think a lot of us would say it isn't. And we have these feelings because of it. And we have feelings because of our trauma too. This guilty feeling that was coming up for my client yesterday, it all goes back to the same trauma, but it comes through in all these different ways. And it leads into patterns of action that are still keeping a ceiling over where she wants to be. But the way that she's risen in 18 months is incredible as well. But it's this ongoing journey. So a coach said to me, my coach, my subconscious reprogramming coach said to me once, I loved this. I was like, oh my God, this is so true. Worrying is praying. You know, we fear the worst because of the programming we have, right? And because we fear it, we actually create it because we call it in again from the feelings it creates and the energy that comes out of this little energetic antenna. So with the breath work, we want to be changing that. We want to be getting ourselves easily into these positive, empowered states so that you're praying for all the good stuff in your life and it comes to you because of that. But the irony is just so funny, right? It's like, especially around finances, we fear not having the money. We fear, you know, something bad happening and we're calling it in. So this guy here I just love, who knows Joe Dispenza? Who follows Joe Dispenza? Dr. Joe. Yeah. Like the guy's a freaking legend. He really is a legend. And Georgina is actually one of my quantum coaches, and we use him a lot. A lot of his teachings, a lot of his guidance, a lot of his studies, a lot of his anecdotes. And he says we cannot create a new future by holding on to the emotions of the past. I love that. And he says, you know, while you have the familiar emotions and you'll keep creating the familiar situations, and you just keep creating the same again, you never go forward. What I've loved this week in the breathwork challenge is how within 24 hours of saying yes, you guys were already having enlightenments that can take you forward. You know, how powerful is that? How long do we stay stuck? We stay stuck behind ourselves. We can't find ways forward. We keep finding ourselves in the same patterns. And then just through those micro moments of breath work, you were like, oh my God, that belief there is holding me back. Or, oh my God, like this is actually how I see my life. And, you know, when you see it, anything that you can dream up, you can create. So I introduced a little bit about my story. Sorry about the naked pit. We've got a storm outside. We've got a little bit of a storm outside, and can everybody hear me? And yeah, I think it's playing with the internet. Let me share the screen again. Either that would just broke my naked body just broke the internet again. So my goodness me. Is it bringing it up? Is it bringing it up? Where are we? Stop share. Hang on. Let's get the right one. Can we see? Can you see the naked Claire in the bath? Have we got her back? That's me. That's me and my brother. And we were super close as kids. Super, super close. You know, we did everything together. And we were left alone a lot together too, right? And it's just so interesting that now we aren't close. And I actually go back to England next week, and I felt a little bit nervous about you know, because he's around. He sort of pops in on my parents now and again. But it's almost like the twin story, you know, the nature nurture. And we both have the same nature and the same nurture, only I took a transformational path and, you know, reached a point and fork in the road where I was like, this is coming from me and I can change things. Whereas my brother still held on to the victim consciousness of my parents and all of their stories, and, you know, the world's a really nasty, difficult place. And, you know, I'm owed. It's almost like he's like, I'm owed a favor here, rather than.
Yeah.
She's back.
I'm sorry. I've swapped the internet over to. I've swapped it over to our extender, so that should stay on. were you all
Yes,
having a
okay.
chat? I love that.
Yes.
Yeah, you've woken up. Yay. These breathwork experiences are so powerful, you know, like there's so much beautiful collective energy. It's nice to actually speak and introduce to each other. So that's awesome. Thank you, universe. Quickly share the screen back, but what I was saying was you know, it's like it's so interesting how obviously I changed direction, I changed path, and I changed those beliefs, and our lives are so different, you know, and that can be within your own life too, right? You can make that decision, just decide one day, actually I'm the creative power in all of this. I can change all of this. And potentially everything that I do believe, everything that I've learned, everything that I've seen, there's a whole other possibility. And there is infinite possibilities when you start to really trust in the quantum field and everything that it has available to you in quantum surprises, quantum possibilities. And you start to ride what I call the creative wave of chaos, which is, I don't know how this abundance is going to come to me, but I trust so deep that it's mine. I feel so much like it's already happening in my body. And breath work can bring you into that state every single day, which is so powerful. And after we've done the breathwork experience, I'm going to introduce to you a way to keep breathing together, a way to do a 21-day breathwork awakening journey. So, you know, this is just one breathwork experience, but I put together a course that allows you to take a 3-week journey, and you do a different breathwork every single week that is guided towards different things. You know, the first week we're really getting you into your imagination, seeing what you want, and then the second week we're really releasing what it is that's blocking you, and then the third week is just full manifestation power. And there's preparation in this program as well for the 3-week awakening. You know, there's a lot of work into your nervous system. There is a lot of technique and skills that you can learn, and also just getting you into the habit of breathing every day, so that when you say yes, I'm ready for this 3-week journey, you go all in. There's nothing stopping you, you know, nothing stopping you at all. And again, I built this program out of my own experience because I invested in a 3-week journey myself, and it took me 5 attempts to get through it because there was no support. And I also didn't have the right motivators either, because there was nothing, you know, there was nothing strong in there to really get me connected to what I wanted from the program. So the other part of the program is that you get to have a one-to-one consultation with me, and we really dig into your motivations, your goals, your drives. You know, if you're going to breathe for 3 weeks, like what would you like to bring through that? So I just wanted to show you a couple of quick charts, because I find them very powerful. My brother, for example, and me as well, definitely. And we definitely go up and down this pyramid. There's 4 states of consciousness, and the victim consciousness right at the bottom is that life happens to me. So it's the idea that everything is happening to you that is around you. You know, you're it's like it's very Newtonian, cause and effect. This thing happens, I react. You know, whereas the quantum physics way is cause and effect. You know, you flip it and you say, life happens by me. This is me who's creating this, even the bad shit. The moment you can go, do you know what? It's my financial frequency that's causing this bad shit. I need to change that. Or it's where my focus has been that has created this thing over here. That's freedom. It's freedom. It sucks. But it's like, if you know, if I can see it, I can change it. But what happens when we shift consciousness into that personal responsibility, the second state of consciousness, is we can get a little bit attached. You know, this has got to happen by me. I'm going to control everything. I'm going to force, I'm going to push, I'm going to hustle. And what we want is to move up into the higher states of consciousness, the third state of consciousness, where life happens through me. Every experience is just in flow, and you're in flow with every experience. And again, the breath work is so powerful for conditioning you to that, getting you into these good feelings so that you can put yourself into them really quickly. And then the top level of consciousness, the good old Zen. I mean, we're all trying to get here, right? Life happens as me. I am one with everything. There is no me, there is no you. We're all just one. No separation between you and spirit and others. And I'm on that journey right now, is to really feel that oneness, that you are an extension of everything. And this is where the reason we get up into the highest frequency with this is the compassion piece. Because when we look at the scale of where is it? When we look at the scale of vibrational frequency, unconditional love is right at the top. It's the ability in every moment to have true compassion. You know, it's like, you wrong me, but there's no wrong because there's only love. You know, it's and that comes back into yourself as well, to truly say that you love everything about yourself and not have those shameful feelings, not have any sort of guilty feelings. And that's where we transcend. So we really want to be going to these high vibrational frequencies: unconditional love, peace, joy, gratitude, kindness. What is interesting is that it doesn't show it on here, but pride is actually quite a low frequency emotion. You'd think it's quite high, right? And proud, but it's not. It's because it's still kind of proving something, you know, where instead of just being unconditionally, if there's a word I love that Derek Rodell, he's an abundance coach. He's an amazing abundance coach, spiritual coach. And he calls it isness, the isness of life. So in the isness of life, there is no pride because it just is, right? And when everything just is and there's no reaction, we stay completely neutral. And what is powerful is to know that, again, it's not on this chart, but the line between low frequency and high frequency is actually courage. Because it takes a lot of courage, doesn't it, to say, this situation here is happening for me and I'm completely in flow with it. It takes a lot of courage to say, you know, this shit in here, it needs some work and it's broken and I'm going to work on it. It takes courage, so much courage, to stop your way of life, your way of being, your way of speaking, your way of sharing, your way of, these little ways that we're out of alignment with ourselves. For example, people pleasing. It takes a lot of courage to stop people pleasing, because it's built on that internal belief system that, maybe you're not good enough, or, you're a burden somehow, and whatever it is, it's limiting. So the line between low frequency and high frequency is always courage, the courage to be different, to make change, so that you can feel these higher vibrational frequencies. And we bring these higher vibrational frequencies into the breathwork journeys. So when you do the 21-day experience, and even leading up to it in the workshop part, where you're breathing every day and making breathwork a habit, you're in these feelings, you're in these high feelings, you're changing your vibrational state. What happens when you change your vibrational state? Miracles and synchronicities start to come towards you. You start to see change. It's epic. And I love the testimonials from people who do this course, because they see that, they experience that, all this pushing and forcing that they've done, and suddenly change is happening by itself. So before we saw worrying is praying, well, now it's like, I'm creating quantum flow. So what we're going to do now is get into our breathwork experience, and just stop the share and open up our sound. We're going to start with a beautiful meditation, and then we'll begin to breathe in a rhythm together. And the rhythms that we're going to be using are nice, slow, relaxing. We're going to be doing 2 rounds of in for 4, out for 8. So in through the nose, out through the mouth, really focusing on filling your belly and having no force on your out breath. And then we'll speed up a little bit into a 4x4, which is in for 4, out for 4. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. Does anybody have any questions before we start into the breath work? Yeah, we're all good, feeling pro after this week. So what I'm going to ask you to do is close your eyes. Sit nice and straight, your chakras all in a nice line. Justine, can you let me know that you could hear this music? No. It's a good start, isn't it? Full moons, man. Full moons. It's like they go after your tech first. But it to be this spot here. Anything coming through? Yep, it's coming through. Yeah. No. Hold up a sec. Might just be quiet. What about now? Yeah. So I might just creep it down again in a little while when the music gets a bit louder, but closing your eyes and centering in yourself. As you breathe in, relax your belly. Relax your shoulders. And just imagine you're drifting off into space. Imagine your whole body is completely weightless. And you're just drifting away. I want you to imagine as you rise through the air, that as you elevate, you are elevating your good feelings. Your feelings of joy, peace, serenity, gratitude and love. As you float higher up above the earth into space, completely weightless, your feelings are as high as you are flying, completely free. Feel that freedom. Feel the whole world at your fingertips. It feels like you can reach out and touch the universe. And feel this inner knowing that your life is like a picture that you can paint. And as you have this full, beautiful, high freedom, you get to create. You get to create and paint a vision of a reality that feels completely and utterly aligned. Feel yourself floating. Feel your freedom, your weightlessness. And in a moment, we will begin to breathe in that rhythm of 4 by 8. Following the sounds.
3, 2, 1. Exhale and
Inhale.
2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. 5,
In.
6, 7, 8. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. 5.
As you're breathing, you're feeling yourself even higher,
2, 3.
even freer. Feeling the magic of life, the magic of your life, life through your creation. Feel it now.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. In.
Making sure you breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Now take
And
a breath.
deep breath.
Take a
fully
breath in.
Hold and make a tone. Hold your breath.
Hold your breath. Feel that beautiful
You
space.
can't hold it any longer. Take a deep breath. Fully in.
Breathe in.
And hold your breath. And make a tone. Now get ready. to breathe in a rhythm. 3, 2, 1. Exhale and in. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Keep breathing, keep connecting. This time your feet are back on the earth's floor. But life looks so very different. It's like you have brought the whole universe back down to earth with you. You feel your magic, you feel your power. Look through that lens as you continue to breathe and allow your breath to create more magic. Feel those good feelings, breathe them up. Liberation, freedom. Possibilities. As we get ready to hold our breath again.
Now take a deep breath, fully in. Hold and make a tone. Hold your breath.
This time, really feel trust, a willingness to explore the unknown.
Can't hold it any longer. Take a deep breath, fully in. And hold your breath.
See the color, see the lights as you hold your breath at the top.
And make a tone. Now get ready to breathe in a rhythm. 3, 2, 1. Exhale and in. 2, 3, 4. Out.
Going a little faster now.
4.
In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Feeling your flow. Feeling your magnetic attraction as you create this circle of energy in your body. Circle of light. Notice the change in your feelings, the ease of your breath. Maybe you have fuzzy, tingling feeling sensations. Trust all of it. Enjoy all of it. Enjoy the experience of your breath.
Take a deep breath, fully in. Hold. And make a tone. Hold your breath. When you can't hold it any longer, take a deep breath, fully in. And hold your breath.
Feel yourself going higher, lifting up towards the white light, and chant. The vibration of your chant, matching the universal energy, its coherence.
Now get ready to breathe in a rhythm. 3, 2, 1. Exhale and in. 2, 3, 4.
Your whole body's alive now. Your joy is electric.
2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2.
Even your mitochondria are dancing. Feel that joy from the inside out.
In. 2, 3, 4. Out.
Keep breathing.
3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2,
freedom you feel right now in your body and your breath. It's the possibility. Feel that possibility. How does it feel to be high on life, high on your breath, high on possibilities? Suddenly there's no distance between your feet on the earth and your body floating in space. The universe is in your hands, the whole world. You can reach out and touch the universe just like you can reach out and touch every opportunity, everything that you truly want, truly desire. It's all yours, it's all available. Its manifestation is just waiting for this alignment, this energetic match, for your frequency to match the frequency of your desires, for you to fly high in every day of your life. Feel like you can go faster. This is the sex magic that we learnt about. Squeeze your pelvic floor as you breathe in and let it go as you breathe out. 2, in, 2, squeeze, out, 2. Feel those good feelings. Imagine you have a bellows in your diaphragm, pushing the bellows together as you breathe. Stoking your fire, stoking your soul fire. Feeling dizzy heights of life, of love, quantum possibilities.
Deep breath, fully in. Hold and make a tone. Hold your breath.
This is where you find that line of courage. The courage to push past what feels comfortable, go into the unknown. Keep holding your breath. Feel the discomfort, but trust.
When you can't hold it any longer, take a deep breath, fully in.
Squeeze all that energy up your spine, feel it, move it.
And hold your breath.
Squeeze it into your midbrain, drop your chin, squeeze your eyes together. Squeeze your pelvic floor, shoot more of that energy up, feel it moving up your spine, hold it.
And make a tone.
Feel the vibration of your chant through your body, from your belly to your chest, to your mind. Make your brain buzz. Feel that energy leaving you, becoming one with the universal energy, becoming that oneness, that isness of life, completely in the present moment, with no expectations, with only high emotional energy, gratitude, peace, hope, and love. Feel those good feelings. As we close with a meditation, simply being present with yourself. You are amazing. You are good enough for everything that you desire, capable enough. You are ready right now. You are a creative power, the creative power. Everything that you want is available to you. Everything is in abundance, as you are abundant. You are divinely guided and supported. You look out through eyes of unconditional love, and you love everything you see. You are so happy and grateful. You are abundant. Abundance is coming to you. You are a magnet to your desires because your vibrational energy matches them in every moment. And when you feel ready, you can come back to the room. Oh, look at Elisa's view. That's so beautiful. Oh, how's that, ladies? Ladies and Chris, I keep calling you a lady because you haven't got your camera on. Oh, Marianne, I'm really absolutely proud of you for still breathing when you had your children popping in and out there, because it's distracting, but you know, it's proof that you can, even just dropping in and coming out, it's still powerful. What was that one? Oh, Chris said was truly sublime. Amazing. So, you know, this is just a taste. And what we want to do really is really extend out those breath holds, because it's in the breath retention that the magic really happens, when you drop into really deep meditation. And what I'm helping you to do in the breathwork workshop is extend out those breath holds 4, 5, 6 minutes. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine holding your breath for like 4 minutes? I remember when I first held my breath for 4 minutes, and I actually wondered whether I died. I was like, did I just die? That's insane. I took about 400 photos for social media. But Justine nearly went to sleep again. I love that. I love that. God's phone overheated. Oh, I love it. So, you know, it's the feelings, and this is the power, is the feel. We come back to the presentation and the power of feel good feelings, and you think of all the things that go on in life and take you away from good feelings every single day, and this is your opportunity to bring yourself back into good feelings. So before we close, I wanted to share something with you that's really exciting, and this is my Christmas present to you guys if you want to keep breathing with me. I do have a program called the Awakened Wealth Breakthrough, and I really see it as the doorway into all of my other work. Breathwork always complements what I do with clients. It's a huge part of my work with clients, and to just bring breathwork in as a starting point is really, really powerful for you. So this is discovering your own unique pathway to awakened wealth, because of the awakenings you will have across 21 days, because of the things that you will see, the things that you will understand about yourself. You'll see where your perception can change, and you'll change it. You'll feel that motivation within yourself to push through the inertia. You know, the inertia you feel when you know you should be doing something different. I've been trying to give up coffee recently, and I actually love coffee. I actually love the taste of coffee. And I don't even have much coffee in my cup. It's mostly milk, rice milk. But I realized that rice milk's really not very good for me. And so I wanted to give up coffee. But that inertia you feel in the moment, right? It's the moment, in the moment. Do you go and have the coffee, or do you choose something different? And you feel this inertia. And you know, making these decisions is so much easier through these breathwork journeys. It feels like you've got the whole universe on your side. So this is about transforming your relationship to money and increasing your energetic vibration so you can attract more success, make more money, and make more impact. I'm going to quickly show you, can you see the website opening up as it swaps screens? No, give me a sec. I'll just show you, just quickly show you. We scroll down here. So I'm going to pop this website into the chat for you guys, and you can take a look after session, but I'm going to give you some urgency. to take a look, because in the next 24 hours, and you have a head start on everybody else who didn't show up live, I'm actually chucking in an amazing free bonus. So not only am I knocking 50% off this 90-day program, I'm actually giving a free bonus as well. So you've heard me mention how I wear a little device on my wrist that has been massive in helping me to change my energetic coherence in the moment, because it's tracking all of my bioparameters all of the time. And I get a little buzz to say, Claire, you're breathing too fast, or Claire, your blood pressure's a little bit too high, or Claire, and even things that help with your motivation, like your sleep. You know, how much REM sleep are you having? How much deep sleep are you having? Because if you're tired, you're going to go immediately into survival mind, and making any sort of logical decision is going to be hard. Marianne's like, I know, yeah, I've got kids. You know, like literally, like they are like sleep terrorists, and you can't make sensible decisions. You know, I've rubbed shampoo in my eyes and face wash in my hair, and you know, it's hard because your body is in a survival state. So this information about your body makes just heightens the whole breathwork journey. You can also track your SpO2. Now, what that tells you is when you drop into intermittent hypoxia. In the breath retentions, we want to be dropping into intermittent hypoxia. And all sorts of magical and wonderful things are happening in your body. They're studying your stem cells moving. So if you've got pain or illness, or you can focus on an area of your body, and stem cells will move in intermittent hypoxia. So you want to be extending out the breath retentions, and you know that you've hit hypoxia when you get the little buzz to say that you've gone under 85% oxygen saturation. It's completely safe, and you come straight back out afterwards. It comes up really, really fast, but you can track this, right? So I wanted for 24 hours to throw in an absolutely free band, so that you can heighten your breathwork experience. So if you invest upfront at this 50% savings in the next 24 hours, and the value of all of that is actually over $2,000, so close to $3,000 for the consultation with me, the breathwork workshop, which is helping you to heal your nervous system, master powerful manifesting breathwork techniques, the sex magic, really using your breath to create really good feelings and create emotional releases as well. And having that emotional healing, that somatic healing, is a huge part of the manifestation, because the manifestation comes from creation and release, right? And then you get the 3-week awakening journey. So I say it's a 90-day program. You could do it over the space of a year. You could do it straight into the 3 weeks. It's completely up to you. But there's huge value, and I wanted to offer even more value with the free band. If you invest in full before 24 hours time, which is midday Eastern, I believe, on Saturday. I might have that the wrong way. You have a little timer here, so it's before the timer runs out, and then after the weekend, the price is going to go back up to normal. You do have an installment option. I am going to quickly show you this beautiful band so you can have a little look at what it does, just to get your desires going. have been wearing this technology since 2017. It's come a long way since then. You know, in terms of it measures your cell health. It does all sorts of weird and wonderful things, but it's really made a difference. And I think it's a beautiful package with the breathwork. So going back, you're going to get a one-to-one consultation with me that's worth $1,500. You'll get the intensive breathwork workshop so that you can master all of those techniques that you need to make the manifestation journey wildly powerful, but also easy for you. You know, you're going to feel good breathing. It's not going to be a chore. You're going to have already got the rhythm of breathing every single day. And then you get that 3-week awakening journey that you can choose to start whenever you're ready, where you get a different track every single week and a different activity around the track too. So you're going into the journey with slightly different intentions, and magic is going to happen to you, for you, across those 3 weeks, I promise. So if you pay in full, you'll get that beautiful BioSense band absolutely free if you jump in the next 24 hours. The savings, the 50% savings, are around until the end of the weekend. You're only paying for all of this $498.50, which is a massive savings. And yeah, just keep an eye on this little timer, and I've put the web link in the chat, and we will mail that out to you as well. And we'll also mail out the replay for this in case you want to do it again. Monique says chicory root. Yeah, I've tried chicory root. I've tried dandelion. I've tried so many things. I just love coffee. I am hooked on a decaf that's water processed. So that's slightly better. Yeah, what's the delivery time for the bands? So I just ordered a new one for my husband, and it took 5 days. So you can definitely get it to you before Christmas. But yeah, we'd have to get your order in straight away because we are getting into Christmas post now. But the delivery times are good. And we can also express delivery as well if you want to have it a little bit quicker. Is there any other questions? Curious about accountability on the course? Great question. Such a great question. Yes. So you have a Facebook group, and there are lots of other members in there. I also do live Q&As. So if questions, I put a type form in the course. If you have questions, I come live and answer those questions pretty much as I get them. And I also say to my clients, just have me on auto text. The Awakened Wealth community on your app, that's the best way to get me straight away. My one-to-one clients get me on Voxer. I say to everybody else, get me on the app, because my Facebook, you can imagine, Messenger, Instagram Messenger is like Piccadilly Circus. My assistant picks up the emails, but if you're stuck, if you need support, if you want a little bit of accountability, I'm honestly there. I'm absolutely there for you. I love working with you guys. It's my soul fire. You can also create accountability groups within the Facebook group. People will do the 20, and this is the beautiful thing, you can do the 21-day awakening 100 times. It's not just I'm going to do it once. You can do it again, because you're going to get something different out of it every single time. And the tracks are beautiful, beautiful music, really deep breathwork experiences, really taking you into those altered states, magical, don't like to say hallucinogenic, but it's like hallucination, isn't it? It's like you're really going into the creativity, your imagination, that beautiful place in our mind that our bloody parents and teachers told us to stop going to when we were kids. Stop daydreaming, Claire. Stop daydreaming. Daydreaming's not going to get you. I'm making an absolute living I'm making an absolute storm out of daydreaming right now. Who gave you that advice? So it's activating your imagination and your creativity, and such beautiful journeys. They really are. Yeah. And they're fully guided by me as well. So there's no co-guidance like you experienced there. It's just my voice. They're actually tracks that I've created as well. So using the Soma breath music, it's all mixed by me. They're my own unique journeys. So that's cool as well. Yeah. Any other questions? No? Beautiful. Okay. Well, I think that we are done. So reach out if you need anything, if you want support. Like I said, we'll get an email sent out to you. The link's there. Make sure you jump in. There is an installment option as well if you want to spread it out. But the installment option doesn't give you the free band, and the free band is just available for the next. It's a fast action bonus and a really nice Christmas present. So Chris, you're so welcome. And thank you for being here. A great way to start the day. Friday, pouring down with rain. It's epic out there right now. This is not my background. This is I will share the story quickly. This is my dream house. I was visualizing a house for about 2 years, maybe a year. And we saw a house advertised and I walked into it and I was like, oh my God, this place is literally out of my vision. And I walked into the bedroom and I'd been visualizing stepping out of bed and doing my yoga in a corner window for the last year. And all of a sudden I'm there in the corner window seeing the view. And so I snapped a picture and I said, right, I'm going to put it on my Zoom so that I'm seeing it all day long, so that I'm living in this space, because we are about $1 million short for the house, which is fine because I keep talking to the real estate and it's still good. It's still there. So I was like, we're coming. Hold on, we're coming. So yeah, I mean, the things that I've manifested in the last few years, I almost have no doubt that this house is ours. So yeah, this is what you see right now as the dream house. So thank you. Enjoy your weekends, and we can keep talking in the group. And yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.